Welcome to the Explainer. If you think you already know which console to buy in 2026, you're probably wrong. The whole console war, it's just not what it used to be. And today, we're going to break down why the smartest choice might not be the one you'd expect at all. All right, so to really get into this, let's look at it through the eyes of two different players. First up, we've got the value gamer. This person is all about getting the most bang for their buck. They want a massive library, and for them, Xbox Game Pass is everything. Then you've got the traditional gamer. They love owning their games, that feeling of a collection. They're all about those big, premium PlayStation experiences. These two mindsets, they're really at the heart of this whole showdown. So, round one, let's talk about the money. Because for most of us, that's where this whole decision really begins. What are these consoles actually going to cost you to own and play on? And trust me, the answer has changed a lot. Okay, so the value gamer's opening move, it's basically a knockout punch, Xbox Game Pass. And you gotta understand, this isn't just some neat feature, it is the entire foundation of Microsoft's strategy. For millions of people, it's been an absolute game changer. I mean, think about it. It's like Netflix for games, but imagine if the biggest blockbuster movies were on there the day they hit theaters. For one monthly fee, less than a third of what a single new game costs, you get this library of over 400 games. And we're talking huge titles. Call of Duty, Starfield, the new Indiana Jones game, they're all included, ready to play from the second they launch. It's just a ridiculously good deal. But wait a minute. The traditional gamer has a countermove, and frankly, it's a huge one. What if subscribing isn't always the cheapest way to play? Especially if you're someone who likes to actually own your games. This is where the tables have completely turned. See, for years, there was this open secret for savvy Xbox players. You could use regional storefronts. You could buy games from places like Argentina or Turkey for like a tiny fraction of the US price. Well, Microsoft has slammed that door shut. And in doing so, they've completely changed the math for anyone who likes to buy their games one by one. And you don't have to take my word for it, just look at the numbers. A brand new game on PlayStation's Turkish store can be less than half the price of the exact same game on the US Xbox store. So the takeaway here is pretty clear. If you're a subscriber, Xbox is the value king, no question. But if you like to buy and own your games, PlayStation is now surprisingly the budget-friendly console. All right, let's jump into round two. And this is where we talk about the very idea of an exclusive game. The main reason people have always bought one console over the other. Well, that whole concept has been completely turned on its head. And here is the great irony of this whole console war. Microsoft went out and spent billions with a B, buying up game studios. And you'd think it was just to sell more Xboxes, right? Wrong. It was to sell more games on PlayStation. They've basically become a massive publisher, and that changes, well, everything. So here's the crucial point. A lot of the best reasons to own an Xbox, all those amazing first-party games, are now becoming great reasons to own a PlayStation instead. Think about it. You get all of Sony's amazing exclusives, plus a growing list of Microsoft's biggest hits. But the value gamer comes back and says, hold on, exclusivity isn't just about brand new games, it's also about your own personal gaming history. And in that arena, Xbox is playing in a league of its own. And this is the power of Xbox's backward compatibility. It's incredible. Your entire library, all the way from the original Xbox, lives on one machine. You suddenly get an itch to play a classic from 2009? No problem, just download it. On PlayStation, you'd literally have to go dig an old console out of the closet. It's a huge and honestly a very underrated advantage for Xbox. Okay, final round. Let's look beyond the games, beyond the price tags, and get to the core experience. How does it actually feel to play on these machines? What are those unique features that really define them? For the traditional gamer, the PlayStation experience is all about that feel. And it all starts with the DualSense controller. This thing is not just a rumble pack. It's like having a new sense. You can actually feel the tension of a bowstring pulling back, the crunch of snow under your feet, the subtle tap-tap-tap of raindrops. It's a level of immersion that, right now, only PlayStation can give you. The value gamer's response to that? 2 words, raw power. The Xbox Series X is, to put it simply, the most powerful console on the market. It's just got more graphical horsepower. But beyond the specs, it has a killer quality of life feature that PlayStation just can't touch.
And that killer feature is Quick Resume. Okay, picture this. You're deep into some huge RPG, but a friend jumps online and invites you to a quick multiplayer match. On Xbox, you can switch between those games in seconds. And when you come back to your RPG, hours or even days later, you are right back where you left off. No loading, no menus. It's magic, and it fundamentally changes how you play games.
So after all that, who wins? Well, instead of us just declaring a winner, we're going to give you a framework, a kind of decision matrix, to figure out for yourself which console is right for you. Let's start with the easiest, most straightforward question there is. How much cash are you looking to drop on the console itself? Honestly, if your budget is tight, the decision is pretty much made for you. At around $300, the Xbox Series S is, without a doubt, the best entry point into modern gaming. The value you get for that upfront cost is just incredible. Okay, next up, you really need to think about how you want to get your games. What's your style? How do you want to build and play your library? So, are you a value gamer? Do you want that endless, all-you-can-eat buffet of games for one single monthly price? If so, Xbox and Game Pass are calling your name. Or are you more of a traditional gamer, a collector who loves to hunt for deals on specific games you want to own forever? Well, then PlayStation is now your more affordable home. And lastly, let's get right to the heart of it. Beyond the price, beyond the library, what's the most important part of the gaming experience for you? Are you all about convenience, endless choice, and having a single gateway to 4 generations of gaming's past? That is the Xbox experience. Or do you crave that next-level immersion, that innovation, and those unforgettable cinematic stories that have really defined a generation of gaming? That's the PlayStation promise.
So, you see, the real question isn't just which console should I buy? It's what kind of gamer am I? In 2026, your choice of console says more about you as a player than it ever has before. So, are you a value gamer or a traditional gamer? The answer to that question is the answer to ours.